Iverson, what are we cooking today?
It's beautiful out here. 70 degrees and on the farm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Got some turnips that came out the ground 15 minutes ago.
Which one's the turnip?
These guys right here. There's you showed me in the past. There's small ones, medium ones, and large ones. This, I guess, what about a small, isn't it?
Well, they call it golf ball size.
Yes. So anyway, we threw them in a pan with a couple sweet potatoes, which we pulled out.
This big old sweet potato here?
Isn't he big? Look at that. It's these onions. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Look at the color on those.
It is. It's the same, similar color to the turnips. How's that happen?
I mean, for not
A coincidence of nature.
It is. We got broccoli, which came out of the garden. We have
Beautiful.
the collards.
Collards?
Yeah. Turnips and sweet potatoes. It's kind of a, you know, look what we're doing. It's not bad.
So you put that over a high heat with a little Earl,
Yeah, a little salt and pepper and a little olive oil. And
olive oil?
I mean, all the veggies are so sweet. I don't think you need much on them at all.
Right.
And I mean,
Boy, it smells fantastic out here. Well, a little bit about our farm. The reason we're growing a lot of this stuff, the reason we're growing most of it is for charity. Sweetgrass Garden is 2 acres on Johns Island. Here we are in the middle of Johns Island, which used to be a huge tomato growing area. A lot of those farms have disappeared and turned into, well, sometimes smaller farms, horse farms, a lot of different kinds of things, development, but there's still a great deal of rural Johns Island left. This particular piece of property was a sustenance farm, a subsistence farm. For about 150 years after the Civil War, until just two or three generations ago. And this property has been farmed for many, many years, but it hasn't been farmed in the last 15 years that we know of. So the first goal that we had was to improve the soil here. And again, our mission is to grow food for the poor and the hungry. This year, or actually 2011, it's now January 2012, so we just tallied everything that we grew last year, and we delivered 3,692 pounds of produce to the Low Country Food Bank and to Our Lady of Mercy here on Johns Island. It was pretty good for some first-year growers.
and it's all sorts of veggies, depending on the seasonality of it.
Thank you, Iverson. It is all kinds of veggies. Those are turnips. Those are broccoli. We've got lots of collards still growing. There's kale. There's cabbage. We've got rosemary growing. We've got several different kinds of spices, basil and oregano. And basically we had a very successful growing season, and right now we're starting to plan our coming 2012 crop plan. Again, our primary mission is to grow food for the poor and the hungry, so we want to grow things that will feed a lot of people. And what we plan to grow in the coming year is a lot of eggplant, yellow squash, butternut squash, lots of different kinds of beans, butter beans, lima beans, peas, things that will go to the pantries around here and the Low Country Food Bank to provide food for the poor and the hungry.
So for the food bank, all the veggies and produce that's taken over there, we're in early 2012, do we know what's going to be, or do you know what's going to be coming up through the rest of this year, or is it kind of a decide as you go?
Well, that's a great question, and what we need to do is, George just planted more turnips in the back row and planted beets, and I think we need to maybe next week put some Swiss chard in the ground.
Great.
Can you do anything with Swiss chard?
I'm sure we can figure something out with it, for sure.
People love that stuff.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's supposed to be very versatile.
If you Google Swiss chard, you'll be amazed at the vitamins and the minerals that are in it. Amazed. And when I was making spinach quiches a lot for a while,
yes,
I had Swiss chard growing, so I used that instead.
Oh, it'd be
just like
great.
Spinach.
Yeah.
it is just like spinach then.
Yeah, but it is like one of the healthiest plants you can eat.
I saw that, and somebody just showed me a pictorial scale of different leaves, and they're on a scale of sweet to bitter. And chard was there on the sweet end. And I was surprised. I wish I had that with me right now. I'd show it to us to see. Collards are actually on the bitter end. Of course, as we know, ours come up sweet. And maybe that. I wonder who put together that chart. Maybe they hadn't tasted Sweetgrass Garden
There we
not
go.
yet.
collards yet. But so, can you describe some of the vitamins and minerals that are in there?
Anything, almost everything is covered in it.
Yeah.
And the multicolored chard, which many people use as a decorative plant, the leaves are edible. It is just the same. They've just somehow injected some color into the stems so they come out orange and purple
the
and
rainbow,
yellow.
rainbow they call
Beautiful.
them. Yeah, they're gorgeous. Do they taste the same as a green chard?
Well, I didn't
I bet they might, huh?
do it against it. The leaves are still green, only the stems have that color in them. So it really is a pretty background. On Ashley Avenue, along the exterior wall of MERC, the Stormeye Institute, where they do decorative plantings, the whole back row is multicolored chard. And I need to get in touch with the gardening people and say, you are going to donate that to the food bank when you pull it up, aren't you? Because I've already
Is that
skipped a few
Elizabeth
leaves.
Beek's project?
I honestly don't know.
Oh, okay.
We planted 2 trays of Swiss chard here
When?
last weekend.
So we
Like
did really?
seed, yeah. We have 2 trays. Those are the trays that we picked up out of the cabin. And we put one red and one yellow in each of the little sections of our
That
tray.
reminds me, I've got those starts in that tray, those 2 trays that you gave me. I need to bring them out. Maybe we'll plant them next week or the next time.